Let's discuss what's really happening when it comes to the power sector in particular. Remember, power demand in the month of June has grown almost about 4.5% on a year-on-year basis. And the peak demand has also touched the lifetime high in the month of June. So when it comes to thermal power PLFs as well, they're at around 70% of the coal stocks at 13 days. And in the first quarter itself, we've seen a good surge in power demand. So what does it really spell for companies like NHPC? Let me welcome on board Mr. R.P Goyal, the Director of Finance at NHPC, joining us on the show right now. Mr. Goyal, pleasure to have you today on ET Now. Thank you so much for taking the time out. Tell us about, firstly, the status of your Subansiri lower hydroelectric project, that's Arunachal Pradesh, Assam. The last report suggested that 90% of the work has already been completed. When does it get added to your regulated equity, and when does the actual generation begin from that particular plant?
Good morning. Our Subansiri lower project is the biggest hydro project of country. Its capacity is 2000 megawatt, and we are planning to commission 2 units of this project in December 23, and rest of 6 units will be added in the calendar year 24. So full capacity will be by December 24, and full year financial benefit will be available in FY25-26. So we will be generating around 7,200 million units of electricity on full commissioning of this project.
Okay, so you're expecting 2 units to start by December of this year itself and the full commissioning to happen by December of next year, so FY25. But before I move forward, sir, I wanted to understand from you what the ground situation is with respect to the kind of floods and the heavy rainfall that we have seen in Himachal Pradesh. You have a lot of exposure there. What is it doing to your own assets and infrastructure on ground, and what will be the impact on the company?
Actually, there are heavy rainfalls in north. We have reviewed all the power stations yesterday only, and we are fully geared up to handle any type of situation. And we are not seeing any risk to our power stations, and our assets are fully secured. Our teams are watching everything on day and night basis.
Out for as far as the situation in Himachal, etc. is concerned. But talk to me about the Parbati 2 project as well. Do you expect some sort of delay in commissioning of that on account of what's happening on the ground? What's the timeline for the commencement of the Parbati 2 project?
Parbati 2 project has completed its 99% work. Only 65 meter of tunneling is left out, and 3 kilometer of concrete lining is to be done. So, as per our plan, we will daylight the tunnel in by August 15th, and project will be commissioned in March 24. Full commissioning will be done in March 24 because everything is in place. Only tunneling is to be completed. That, as per our plan, it will be completed in March 24, and full year will be available in 24-25.
Mr. Goyal, apart from Parbati as well as Subansiri, which are the other capacity additions which are currently underway? And more importantly, are you on track with your capex target of 11,000 crore rupees for the full fiscal?
Yes, we will be having capex of 10,800 crore in FY23-24 on consolidated basis, and we are going as per our plan. We have already incurred around 19% of the annual capex in first quarter, and our capex is generally back-ended because in monsoon period capex remains lower, but after over of monsoon our capex suited up.
Okay, so given that the capex is on track, 10,800 for this year, if I look at the next 3 to 5 years after this Subansiri as well as Parbati comes on board, what would be the total regulated equity as well as capacity at NHPC?
After commissioning of Parbati and Subansiri, our regulated equity will be around 24,000 crore. And in next 5 years, our capacity will be double. At present, we are 7,000 plus megawatt, and in next 5 years, our capacity will be 14,000 megawatt. and in the same ratio, we expect that our revenue will be double and bottom line will also be double.
The bottom line will become double over the course of next 5 years, right?
Next 5 years. Yes.
Fair enough. Talk to me about the other projects as well. I understand that you've signed a lot of MOUs, a lot of tie-ups with a lot of states, and not just for hydro, but pump storage as well, other renewable capacities like Rajasthan, etc. as well. What's your plan with respect to the non-hydro vertical? How do you see that expanding?
We have entered in MOU recently with state of Odisha, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, and also exploring certain projects in Gujarat. In addition to that, we have entered in MOU with MP government, and one of the projects has already been allotted to our subsidiary company. So, taking together all the pump storage projects, we are exploring around 20,000 megawatt capacity. And out of that, we are sure that in next 2 years, we will start at least 3-4 projects with the installed capacity of 3,000 megawatt to 4,000 megawatt. Or on solar front, we are already doing 1,100 megawatt, which is under construction in state of Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Andhra Pradesh. And we have entered in MOU with the Rajasthan government for solar project further. But we are since we are basically a hydro company, our main thrust will be on hydro. But in case of solar, we will do selective projects, keeping our return on equity at least 12%.
So in the next 5 years, it is hydropower which is going to continue to remain your biggest revenue contributor, right? If I'm getting this right. And if you could give us some indication on what the pie is going to be in terms of how much contribution can we see from hydro and how much from solar?
You can take it 80-20. We will have 80% capacity from hydro and 20% from other sources.
So the split is going to be 80-20. Sir, before I let you go, I wanted your clarification on a couple of matters. We are hearing from reports that the integration plans of NHPC with THDC as well as NEEPCO are underway. Have you been able to make that proposal to the ministry? What's been the update like for that major integration?
We are doing initial study to integrate the hydro and make it a big hydro company, but it is at very initial stage. If it is beneficial to the shareholders, certainly we will do, and we will share the information with the market in due course of time.
Is it expected to happen over the course of next 6 to 12 months itself, or is it a very long-term plan? Because I think the merger with Lanco Teesta has also not got the MC approval yet.
Lanco Teesta merger is in very advanced stage. Only shareholder and support creditors meeting is to be done, which we have planned in the next 1.5 months. But so far integration of THDC and NEEPCO is concerned, it will take time. It is at very initial stage.
That's at very initial stage, will take time. And quickly before we let you go, a couple of other data points that I need from you. A, with respect to the dividend yield policy, will that continue to be at similar level as right now, or can we expect an uptick there? And secondly, with respect to the outstanding receivable situation, how is that developing?
As per DIPAM policy, we will continue to pay dividend. That is 5% of net worth or 30% of profit, which is higher. So, as we have planned our capex, keeping the dividend payment as per government policy only. And so far, debtors is concerned, as on date, we have 1,800 crore number of debtors, out of which overdues are only 130 crore. So debtors, outstanding debtors is not issue after notification of new late payment surcharge rules made by Government of India.
Just to repeat that number, the total outstanding is 1,800 crores and the overdue is just 130 crore now?
Yes, you are right.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Goyal, great to have you today on ET Now. Thank you so much for taking the time out.
Thank you.